Giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RakaHakodash, the born to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere Shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth of the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video. North Korea launches ICBM before South Korea Japan summit. All right, so once again, man, like the same thing, that's why I said it's going to be real quick. Like much like the video yesterday, did yesterday. It's not very much to say on stuff like this, man. Straight prophecy, right? Like I'm pretty much going to be repeating what I said yesterday because first off, man, we understand that these scriptures never get old. None of this stuff doesn't get old. You could, like, for example, you could Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You could apply that to 1,000 different scenarios, and it all goes back to that same scripture. All right. So here's this. All right, and they said the White House condemned the launch as a flagrant violation to multiple UN Security Council resolutions. Okay, so first off, man, the U.S. had some nerve to be talking about violations. All right, the U.S. violates everything, man. The U.S. violates every single thing, man, out here. The U.S. violates nature. You're right. It's a violation, right? So, yeah. So the U.S. has the nerve to be talking about claiming anything as a violation. All right, but you have this situation, and like I said yesterday, how long did you think how long did you think this whole back and forth thing, this North Korea said this, the U.S. said that, Japan said this, China said that, Russia said this, Iran said that. Sooner or later, like we said, man, sooner or later it's really get ready to start getting physical. That's how wars always get started. Now, wars have never ended, obviously. I mean, to be honest, wars have never ended. But we are in the midst of World War III, right? Like you had these little wars in between every world war. Well, now we coming upon the last final and greatest war that's ever happened on the face of this planet, man. Right? Remember, we're approaching a time like no other. Part of that time like no other is not only just famines, pestilences, earthquakes, and stuff like that. That's all earthquakes. That's all that is commotion wars. All right, that's what that is. So not just your famines and pestilences and stuff like that. It's your earthquakes in diverse places, right? And all this it's getting ready to happen on a level that has never happened before. We're pretty much there, right? We're in a time like right now that like no other right now, man. While you could say, yeah, these things have happened before, not to this extent. And everybody can agree, not to this extent. This place is so messed up now, it's ridiculous, man. It has never happened to this extent. Never. Everybody can agree with that. Which proves what? Yeah, it's true. That time, like no other, is coming, man. And it's gonna come hard. All right. So Isaiah, all right, chapter 19. All right. Now this is a message to Egypt. Now, mind you, that again, when we talk about these wicked ass empires that are of old, what you're looking at is a Neo-Egyptian, Neo-Syrian, Neo-Roman, Neo-Babylonian, all of these wicked ass empires bundled in one. It's just Neo, which means new, pretty much, or renewed. All right. So mainly the ancient Roman Empire. So really, all it is the Neo-Roman Empire, right? But it's bundled in every single one of these wicked ass empires. All right. So, and I'm not just talking about America, because I'm talking about the influence that America has. All right, is sprinkled amongst the entire world. While the entire world may not be as bad as America when it comes to that shit, right? It's still sprinkled amongst the entire world. All right. So anyway, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, it says, I will set the Egyptians, it says the burden of Egypt. Let's start at 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, The Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. All right. So the idols of Egypt. All right. Again, this applies to today. All right, as well. Right. Well, I mean, whatever was written before times for our learning today. All right. So that's what we got. That's what we continuously understand. All right. That whatever was written before is for our learning today. Obviously, this is Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, all them wicked ass Grecian, all of those wicked ass empires, man. Right? But this is all just bundled in one. All right. So you got all the idols of Egypt. What are some of the idols of Egypt? Well, the biggest one right now, one of the biggest ones right now is that stupid ass Christianity. All right. Yes, that stupid ass Christianity. That's one of the biggest ones. All the idols of Egypt is going to be moved. Part of Christianity, and the reason I say Christianity because Christianity breeds everything else. Christianity is in a little bit of Islam. That's why you have Chrislam. They trying to merge it because they so much alike. All right. You have Christianity, as far as what's Christianity bundled into, Satanism, right? Atheism, even that's a form of Christianity, right? Atheism, yeah, it is, right? Because, and how you know that they can still be that they are, one of the main ways that you can tell that they're still like pretty much hand in hand with Christianity is that every single one of those so-called religions, whether you be Roman Catholic, which all Islam is, right? Christianity, which that's pretty much what that little ankh thing. Yeah, that's all that is. All right, it's a cross, right? Whether it be Satanism, whether it be atheism, whether it be anybody, you notice they all will come up against us, man. They will all come up against the Israelites because they have so much in common, right? Every last one of them have so much in common, no matter what it is. Every single last one of them have something in common, that they can join hands with. Hebrew Israelites, or so-called Hebrew Israelism is vocab likes to call it. We don't have anything, and I'm talking about specifically Great Millstone, man. We don't have anything in common with none of those crazy ass religions. Because first off, one major thing that we don't have in common is Hebrew Israelism is not a movement. It's not a religion. All right, it's none of those things. It is a nationality. It is something you are born into. Right? You are born an Hebrew Israelite, which means you will be born a Christian, because Christians are Israelites. Christians are the anointed ones. There cannot be an Edomite as a Christian. But leave it to this world, man. Anybody can join. Everybody can join. So that's one major brick wall right there. That no, there's no such thing as converting over to being a Hebrew Israelite. There's no such thing. If you're an Edomite, you're not coming anywhere near us, man, or at least into our congregation, right? Because sometimes we gotta work with Edomites. That's why I said that, right? But you're not coming into. It's not for you. If you're an Arab, it's not for you. If you're a Moab or Asian, it's not for you. Straight up, if you're an African, it's not for you. Right? It's not for you. That's just what it is. So you have the Egyptians against the Egyptians, which I'm getting ready to read. So all the idols of Egypt are going to be moved at the Lord's presence, man. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, right? Fire, man, straight fire. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now, what you're seeing right now, again, like that's why I was mentioning all that just now. What you're looking at right now is the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You have hell. I mean, even in America, you have politicians that don't get along with the president. You have other mayors that don't get along with with like you have states with different laws and stuff like that, different jurisdictions and stuff like that. But somehow you're labeled as the United States, right? President gets a law. President puts out a law. Not every state has to follow that. So that's one of the things that you have. The Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right. But then you have China against, I don't know, the U.S. That's all that is, man. It's the Egyptians against the Egyptians. While the Moabites may not be, biologically Egyptians, their ways are of the Egyptians, because America's influence, the Egyptians' influence is all over the world. You know what I'm saying? It's all over the world. So you have uh, Iran against the U.S. What you're seeing is a bunch of heathens fighting each other over some power that they're never going to get. Because at the end of the day, they don't know that Israelites is get ready to take over all of them. See, everybody think they're going to be the next superpower, man. China think they're going to be the next. U.S. think they're going to stay, right? Russia think they're going to be the next. Iran and all these other countries, man, they all think they're going to be the next biggest superpower. They all fighting over some power, man. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. You notice we're pushed way in the back because we don't have anything to do with their war. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, shit, y'all gonna be next. Just watch them tear each other apart, man. Watch them tear each other apart. Right? Launching ICBMs at each other. Well, watch them tear each other apart, man. They're gonna be sorely disappointed that the Israelites is getting ready to raise up, man. And this is why they get ready to start making moves on us. We do have part a big part to do with this whole World War III thing, because they're really going to start targeting Israelites. All right, we're going to be looked at as first off domestic terrorists. I mean, we pretty much already are. All right, they had a list. Damn, I can't remember what list that was, and it popped up a list of extremist groups, and one of the first groups out there was our group specifically. Great GMS Baltimore was our camp specifically, right? That was one of the very, very first ones. We popped up. They know who we are. They know who they're going to go after. That's why they have those lists. And it's not going to catch us by surprise, man. Right? It'll be like, oh, well, here they come. Yeah, sure, it's going to be hell, because they're going to put hell on us. And it's going to be a challenge. And the Lord says it's going to be a challenge. Right? But this is why Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 said they know that they got a short time. And that's why they get ready to start making moves. They know that they got a short time. They ain't got a lot of time, and they fucking know it. All right? It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom. What does this sound like? This sound like Matthew chapter 18. All right? It sound like, Matthew chapter 24. It sound like Luke chapter 21. Mark, I think 13. All right? So that's just what it is. City against city, neighbor against neighbor. All of this stuff is getting ready to come to pass, man. And you people out there thinking it's just a joke, man. You run by us, you tell y'all, we had one woman, y'all ain't no Israelites, so what are we? Just some black ass niggas? You just want to stay black? You just want to stay African American? You go ahead, because I know what I am, man. Through the spirit of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, the Lord born us to be Israelites. Y'all ain't no Israelites. So you telling me that the chosen people of the Most High, right? The chosen people of the Most High, the Son don't even like them? Is that what you're saying? So them people over there in Israel, right? Them people over there dwelling in Israel right now, they're the real Israelites, right? It just doesn't make any sense when they were placed there not too long ago. They were just placed there literally not too long ago, right? So, and that's why the Lord that's why the Lord is getting ready to come back and just to burn this place, man. You walk by us, y'all ain't no Israelites. Get off the corner with that shit, man. Y'all in a cult. Get out of here, man. So, okay, well, look at you, right? Look at you. I'm out here with some answers. What are you doing? Right? What's your answer? What do you know? What's going to be the end all be all of this place that you can't tell me? And if you do know, okay, how are you going to prepare for this stuff? Well, we got to get some gold and we got to get some silver and we got to stock up on food and we got to do this, we got to do that. Absolutely not. It's not going to save you. Dumbasses, man. That's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, man, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, I'm out here on answers. What about y'all? Y'all out here with opinions. Nah, we should do this. Nah, we should do that. Instead of just saying, oh man, we should just rely, pray to the Lord, YAHAWASHI. That's the only way. And you wonder why you're in the position that you're in today. Keep talking about guns and money and stuff like that, and you could just never get enough. If that was so much of the solution, why the hell are niggas killing each other over shit like that? You want to know what one of the biggest parts of these wars is about? Money. Money. That's one of the reasons why they fight each other. Is money. Gold, silver, that's just going to drive people to complete madness. That's clearly not the answer. That's clearly not the answer to life. Right? You use it as a defense, but people are using it as an offense, and then they get messed up. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9, it says, Behold, the day of the Lord, YAHAWAH shall cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay? So there you have it, man. It says, For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. That's this power structure, man. This system, right? It's going to fall through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. That's just this system, rightfully so. I mean, any people in the world see this, man. That the Edomites see that this place is getting ready to fall, man. There's nothing you can do about that, right? There's nothing you're going to do. I mean, well, yeah, that's what I was say. There's nothing you can do about it. Just sit there and watch, right? And it is us, man. We sitting, watching, praying, and pushing out videos like these, man, to keep the people edified and warned, right? That's why we do what we do. So anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, Shalom.